golden wildfire, a symbol of the past. Claude's swift military actions save Ordelia territory from immediate danger. However, the Empire's situation has drastically changed. The Kingdom and Central Church are closing in on Garreg Mach, placing Edelgard at a disadvantage. After receiving a request for aid, the Federation army rushes to the scene.
Edelgard requesting reinforcements from us. This is not a matter that we can respond to lightly.
Why? It seems pretty straightforward to me.
Hilda, do you truly believe that Edelgard would so readily put herself in our debt had she any other choice? That does not sound like the Edelgard I know. She prefers her debts flow in the opposite direction.
Huh. Sounds like you two have something in common.
I will not deny it. In fact, that is precisely what gives me such insight into her current predicament. Make no mistake, the situation must be dire if she feels we are her best option. Simply put, were we to refuse her, it may well lead to her downfall.
What are you getting at, Lawrence? You've got a real dark glint in your eye.
The Empire's regime revolves entirely around its current emperor. If Adrestia were to lose her, it would collapse like a house of cards.
I see what you mean. At this point, there's no one in the Imperial line who could realistically inherit the throne.
In other words, if we abandon Edelgard in her hour of need, the Empire will fall right along with her. Not an argument I expected from someone as self-righteous as you, Lawrence. That sounds more like...
It actually sounds like you, Claude.
Ha! It totally does. And he wouldn't even bat an eye as he said it.
It certainly does sound like him. Oh, I'm sorry.
And Claude wouldn't even tell his own allies what was going on until it happened.
Hey, that's ancient history. Nowadays, we all plot our schemes together. We're doing it right now.
I guess that's true. Although maybe that means we're all turning into Claude a bit. How else do you explain what's happened to Lawrence?
The idea that I am somehow emulating Claude is preposterous. I am merely proposing what I believe to be the best course of action for Lester.
We can debate whether or not we've all become mini-Claudes later. For now, let's hear what the king himself thinks we should do.
A battle between the Empire and the Knights of Seiros, with us being the factor that could turn the tides. We've been here before, haven't we? Last time, I chose to sacrifice Randolph in order to ensure our victory. And because I did, we got ambushed in Aelel and barely made it out alive. I don't want to make that mistake again. This time, we're going to rush to Garreg Mach, wipe out the Central Church's forces, and take down Rhea herself. That's the plan that will put an end to this war with as little bloodshed as possible. That makes it the best option we have. Yes, we're effectively rescuing Edelgard. But hey, we could do worse than having an emperor in our debt.
If that is what you deem best, you will hear no objections from me.
Yes, I find the plan satisfactory.
I got no complaints either. Let's get going.
Sounds like we're all in agreement on this one.
Just give the word, Your Majesty.
Right. We march on Garreg Mach to rescue the Imperial army. Prepare to move out immediately.
Let's give this a try.
Will this work?
What if we do this instead? I've got this.
One step at a time.
Oh.
What do you think?
Right.
Got a second?
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
No way.
Okay.
Hello, you. Uh-huh.
Huh?
I see.
Hey there.
But of course.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
See, that's concerning.
Huh?
All right.
Hey!
Hunger is the true enemy.
This.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Sol.
I can.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Got a minute?
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our care to make yourself useful. We all must do our care to make yourself useful. do our care to make yourself useful? We all must do our care to make yourself useful. We all must do our care to make yourself useful. We all must do our fair share. I see. Excuse me. We must speak.
Meh.
Ah.
Oh, man. You've got to be kidding.
Thoughts?
Huh.
Time to work you into shape.
Not
Time to work you into shape.
so.
Very nice.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Another.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Hey there.
So it's you. Let's talk.
Hello there.
Right.
Hey there. Need something? See you around.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? See you around.
Hey, you. You have a moment?
So I've been thinking. Huh? Greetings, friend. Nothing to report. Huh.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What do you think?
To be brief,
Come to think of it,
Can we talk? Oh no.
Do you have a spare moment?
Did you know? Oh.
Good day to you. How may I help you?
Nuh-uh.
Well,
Right.
No.
Hey there. How's my favorite mercenary?
The enemy's practically on our doorstep, but you're still taking the time to check on me?
Why not? I'll never be too busy to check on you.
Ha ha, very funny. So what, you're just being nice?
Not exactly. You didn't get a chance to learn anything even after you met Solon, did you? Yeah, we never got closure after our fight against those who slither in the dark. But now we have to turn our attention to the Central Church. I figured even you might have trouble moving on from that one.
I'll be honest, I can't stop thinking about it. Who am I, really? It's like the answer is dangling right in front of me, but I just can't reach it.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do more to help you with that.
Don't apologize. It's clear what the priority is right now, even to me. We need to put an end to the church as soon as possible so we can end this war.
You're right. The longer Foden remains in turmoil, the more likely it is they'll try something again. We need this war to be over so we're not left vulnerable.
And that means more work for you. I'm fine, see? Now go be important.
All right. But one more thing before I go. This war is going to end, but our fight with those who slither in the dark won't be over when it does. As long as they keep plotting, we'll keep going after them. I'll need your help with that from here on out. Got it?
Of course. You can count on me.
And if it so happens that we do eventually find out who you really are, just know that you'll still be the same person to me. You'll always be you. Remember that.
Thanks, Claude. Same goes for you. Whether you're the leader of the Leicester Alliance, the King, or even the Almiran...
Oh, keep it down. We're not talking about that part yet.
Lawrence, I'm so glad you're awake.
This is the infirmary. I see you have been taking care of...
Please, you mustn't get up. They said your wounds aren't too deep. Apparently the blow to your head was the worst of it.
I see. My apologies for all the trouble. To think my outing on the battlefield would end not in glory, but merely in losing consciousness. What is it, Marianne? I am perfectly all right. You needn't worry yourself over me.
No. It's my fault you ended up like this. You shouldn't have saved me, Lawrence. If only I had been injured in your place.
I must have been hallucinating during the battle.
What?
All was well one moment, and the next I felt a sharp gaze piercing my soul. Help me, it beckoned. No sooner had I turned around than I saw you there, the very same words seeming to float across your lips. But it seems my eyes were deceiving me. So you see, the blame for my injuries lies entirely with me. I simply assumed you were asking for my help, and thrust myself into danger to provide it.
No, it's not your fault. Please, to be honest, I truly was asking for help.
My apologies for teasing you so, Marianne. But I know now how you actually feel. And I'm glad to know it was not just a hallucination after all.
For so much of my life, I didn't care if I lived or died. And yet when I saw you there beside me, I realized I did care. I wanted to live.
And that is good enough. Such instincts are only natural. You needn't try to justify it to yourself or anyone else.
Lawrence.
I thank you for opening up to me, Marianne. We will survive this war. Together.
We will. And thank you.
Can't believe I didn't catch anything. Guess it's just that kind of day.
Oh, hello, Leonie.
Hey, Marianne. Where are you off to?
Nowhere. I'm just on my way back from the stables. And you?
Coming back from the world's lousiest hunting trip. I didn't even find a single track. And it's the first time I've been hunting in a while, too. Talk about a waste of time.
Oh, that's too bad. But what is that you're holding?
Oh, this? Just some weeds. Felt bad coming back completely empty-handed. I figured I could use some to fill up my meal, so I went and gathered them. Also grabbed some medicinal herbs while I was at it.
Is that yellow flower edible too?
No, not at all. It's not poisonous, but it's really bitter. It's one of my favorite flowers, though. They're so pretty, don't you think? I saw some blooming and just had to pick one.
Yes, it's beautiful. All those tiny blossoms blooming from it. It seems almost heroic. Merely looking at it gives me the strength to continue living for another day, no matter what obstacles may come.
Can't say I've ever given it quite that much thought. Tell you what, why don't you take it?
Are you sure? After you went and picked it...
Hey, it's just a flower. It's yours.
Thank you. No, I'll feel bad keeping this lovely flower all to myself. Maybe I can put it in a bouquet and place it in the mess hall for everyone to enjoy.
You're always so thoughtful, Marianne.
Oh, no, it's nothing.
It's something, all right. But speaking of flowers, are there any you want me to keep an eye out for? I can pick whatever you like next time I go hunting.
Well, perhaps some mountain gooseberry?
The little green berries, right? Oh man, I love those. You can boil them up into jam, but I usually just eat the suckers by the handful wherever I find them.
Yes, I was thinking they'd be perfect to feed the birds.
Wait, you're giving them to birds?
I'll eat them too, together with the birds. But there's something you have to watch out for.
You mean the thorns, right? You're pretty knowledgeable about those little guys. Have you picked them before yourself?
No, but the birds told me all about them.
The birds told you. Marianne, you actually made a joke. I love it.
No, it's not... well... I'm glad it made you happy.
Here you go, Cully. As promised.
This feels a little light. You run into trouble moving the merchandise?
Sure did. With all the fighting lately, even the noble folk are getting real selective about who they do business with.
Well, nothing to be done for that. Our competitors certainly won't back down, so we can't afford to either. I'll think of something. Might involve crossing a dangerous bridge or three, but we'll work it out.
I'm pretty sure he went... Huh? Yuri?
Well, if it isn't Ash. You seem out of breath. Am I really so charming?
Did you see someone suspicious come this way? I was chasing them down, but I lost them.
Ah, you must be referring to my lackey.
Your lackey? Wait, what is that you're holding?
Oh, just various proceeds from this and that.
Dirty money, is it?
Coin is coin. Whatever grime it may bear always washes clean in the end.
You know, I've been biting my tongue on this for a while, but I don't think it's right to earn money the way you do. You're so much smarter than me. You could do anything if you put your mind to it. There's no need to resort to cheating and hurting people to turn a profit.
Are you seriously trying to lecture the Lord of the Underworld? Oh, that's adorable. No one makes it through this life with clean hands. You should know that better than anyone. Sometimes you have to resort to just the most terrible things imaginable in order to feed your family. Am I right?
How do you know about my past? I've never told anyone.
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps I heard it from Count Rowe. Or maybe even Lord Lenato. The sins we commit follow us until our dying day, my friend.
I know that. But even so,
Well, I'm a bit busy, so you work that out while I walk away. Bye then.
Yuri. No, I won't turn my back on you.
It's me, Count Gloucester, Lysithea von Ordelia.
Ah, yes. Please come in.
Thank you. Count Gloucester, I have come here in my father's stead, and must return to the front line soon. But I wish to formally apologize for any trouble caused by the recent events in Ordelia.
Oh? But my domain was left largely unharmed. In fact, if anyone is apologizing here, it should be me. I knew full well what was happening in Ordelia, yet was only able to dispatch a small force to aid you.
It is only natural that a house should prioritize the safety of its own domain. And besides, House Gloucester is tasked with protecting the crucial Great Bridge of Myrden.
Your understanding is appreciated. But for me, I fear this also has a personal component. It is true that I could not abandon the Great Bridge, yet your father has been my compatriot for many years, and I view him as a true brother in arms. Had something happened to him, I would never have been able to forgive myself.
I had no idea you held my father in such high regard.
I have always felt I owed him far more than I was ever able to give.
And what do you owe him exactly?
My lord, you have a messenger from the Federation army.
Send them through.
At once, sir.
Sorry to barge in like this.
What do you want?
Oh, hey, Lysithia. I didn't know you were here, but it actually saves me some time.
You are the mercenary captain who reports directly to His Majesty, yes? Has something happened?
A town south of here has been overrun by bandits, down in Ordelia territory.
What?
And here I had hoped all those rogues had been suppressed.
It's just a ragtag group of anyone who managed to avoid extermination at the hands of the Federation. Looks like they all came together for one last hurrah. Since the town isn't too far away, I was asked to come here and see if you could spare any troops.
I will send all I can, but I fear it will be a scant force.
But surely the Federation will send reinforcements as well.
Well, that's the thing. Everyone's sort of got their hands full preparing for the next battle. Honestly, they could barely spare me as a messenger.
I didn't realize Claude could be so cruel.
Hey, it's the truth. This is just bad timing. All the big names are scattered off in one place or another. I mean, take you. You're all the way out here apart from the main force, right?
Still your tongue. I'll have you know I'm here on very important business.
This bickering can wait. We need to mobilize what units we have at once.
We? Wait, you're coming?
Am I unwelcome?
Hey, the more the merrier. Welcome aboard.
I am glad to hear it, for any force would be lucky to have the great Irvin Fritz Gloucester on their side. My military prowess may not be as renowned as some, but I have bestrode many a battlefield in my day. Sadly, I could not lend much aid during the recent disturbances in Ordelia, but this is my chance to rectify that error.
In that case, we should be off.
I sure hope he knows what he's doing.
The bandits have completely taken over the town.
Then we will just have to take it back, one street at a time. Let us split up and work on capturing each area.
We'll seize every last stronghold.
These bandits are no match for nobles such as ourselves.
Yet they also lack the scruples of nobility. We should proceed with caution. sense anyone from those who slither in the dark here.
I was wondering if we might run into that. Can't say I'm disappointed that we didn't.
Heard a guy can really let loose here. Hope we ain't too late for all the fun.
More bandits.
Let us show them that the rule of law still holds strong in Ordelia.
They're actually trying to reclaim the strongholds? Oh, these brigands need a lesson on when to cut their losses and go home.
I'm unstoppable.
A magnificent achievement. It is a noble's duty to protect the commoner. I told my son he must never forget that.
And he remains dedicated to that ideal. Perhaps a little too dedicated.
Accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
I'm certain the future will forge is bright. I had thought perhaps you did not like my father, Count Gloucester.
An understandable impression. We did tend to get into heated arguments at the Round Table. Your father and I have strong opinions about how best to protect our own territories and people. We are like-minded in that way.
Yes, I see that now.
Out of the way!
I understand that you often quarreled with the other lords of the Round Table as well.
My quarrels with the other lords were mere petty bickering. Only with your father could I exchange ideas on equal footing.
It's still fun to be had if we can hold this place. So, if you want it, come and take it! Out of the way!
I won't let you fiends abuse this town for 1 minute more. They've taken the Civic Building. We must reclaim it with all speed.
I must say, I've been rather worried about your father. I rarely saw him at the round table since his illness.
Your concern is appreciated. Sadly, I think his long years of overwork have finally caught up with him.
Cease this futility!
Still improving.
You cannot defeat us!
That should do it. Let us take care of the other bandits now.
You should have given up when you had the chance.
Looks like we've taken back most of the town.
Not bad at all, my friend. A shame that you were born a mere commoner.
We got nowhere left to run if we lose here. Plant your feet and fight to the death!
Did they really think we would let them claim this town?
By the by, Lysithea, is my son making himself useful in the Federation army?
Indeed he is. The man's fervor is rivaled only by that of the king himself.
Here it comes!
You can count on me.
Take this! You're done!
Lysithea, please be careful. You could never face your father should something happen to you.
Your concern is appreciated but unnecessary. Our victory here is assured. Yes! We've done it!
You did well, Lysithea. Perhaps even better than myself.
Thank you for your assistance.
Not at all. I'm glad the town is safe once more.
Thank you for your assistance, Count Gloucester.
Not at all. I only wish I could have been of more use. Sadly, my efforts paled in comparison to those of you and your mercenary friend here, Lysithea.
I wouldn't go that far.
Me either. Honestly, I figured you were gonna be dead weight, but you really held your own.
Such impertinence!
Ah, but it's a terrible thing to grow old. I hope you never have to do it, either of you. But like it or not, I admit I am past my prime. Still, these old bones did what they could.
You were a tremendous help, and I've no doubt my father will feel the same when I inform him.
Please do give him my best, and let him know that we are still the sturdy pillars of Leicester.
Of course.
That said, I am pleased to see your father has such a superlative heir waiting in the wings. Perhaps Count Cordelia might consider stepping down a tad early?
I cannot say.
As leaders, we often butted heads because we had to look out for the interests of our own realms. But once we have both passed on our title, we could simply be friends. And that is something I would greatly look forward to.
That reminds me, you mentioned earlier that you owed him something?
Ah, yes. It's something of a longer tale, but perhaps now is the time to tell it. When you were still quite young, the Empire often saw fit to meddle in House Ordelia's affairs. As I was on the outside looking in, I was never able to discern any of the particulars. But even as a bystander, it was clear that your father's hardships were considerable. Yet, I did nothing. As leader of the pro-imperialist lords at the time, I could little more than stand by and watch.
Your actions are completely understandable. The Empire would have brazenly ignored any protest of their political interference. As such, we had no choice but to endure their tyranny.
It must have been difficult for you as well. Still, I should have spoken out, if nothing else. I owed your father that much.
I see.
I cannot change the past, but I hope I might help your father live out his remaining years in peace. Perhaps we could take tea together sometime, reminisce on the old days.
I'm certain he would love that.
Tea? Really? That's your grand idea? Why don't you build him a mansion where he can get old in peace or something?
Still your wagging tongue, churl.
No, our friend has a point. Taking tea together is a bit pedestrian, all things considered. For I am Irvin Fritz Gloucester, after all.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report.
Hey there. Must be hard work just standing here all day, huh?
Oh, not at all. I've been doing it for years now, so I'm very much used to it.
Hey, that's right. You were the gatekeeper back at Garrick Mach, too.
Yes, that's where we first met 2 years ago. But so much has happened since then.
Strange times for you, too?
The strangest. I was shocked to learn Garrick Mach had fallen while I was away. But when I see all of you fighting day in and day out, well, it makes me realize how peaceful my time at the monastery truly was.
I guess it was pretty nice, all things considered.
I mean, not to say a lot didn't happen during your time there. Oh goodness, no. Students were attacked by bandits and brigands. A missing student was rescued from evildoers. Tomas fled the academy. And on top of it all, we had the incident with the mock battle trespasser.
You mean the thing I did?
Indeed, it was truly unprecedented. But we all had a good laugh at the end.
Yeah, folks still give me a hard time about that. It was on a day like today, actually. Calm weather, A lazy afternoon.
You're lost again, aren't you?
Can you get off my back for 1 second? I thought this was a shortcut to the monastery.
Well, it's not. It's not even the right direction. We're so far afield, I'll be surprised if we ever see Garrett Mach again.
Wait, I hear voices. This must be the right way.
You're not listening to me at all, are you?
Of course I am, but just look through here and... Huh? Strange. Could have sworn I heard someone just now. I was led to believe he would not be participating.
Perhaps the church granted the man a special dispensation.
Wait, what's Ferdinand doing here? Oh, right. Today's the mock battle. So I guess this is the battlefield? Wow, I'm totally lost.
I see you have taken the side of the enemy. Very well. Expect no mercy from me.
Huh? No, I'm just trying to find... Guess I'm not talking my way out of this one.
As if I did not have my hands full already. Perhaps the enemy of my enemy is a friend.
What's the move here? I guess it would be better to take out the stronger one first.
You're done!
I'm done.
Ferdinand has fallen. Very well. In that case, I shall take you on myself.
Here it comes! You're done!
Forgive me, Your Highness. I must retreat.
The golden deer will not lose, for they have me. You are clearly no ordinary sellsword. I lost? Oh, the absurdity of it all.
I never even got the chance to explain.
That mercenary is not supposed to be here. Or am I misremembering how this works?
Well, it would be a bit boring to call off the battle now. Why don't we join forces against our new foe?
3 classes against 1 highly skilled mercenary. I like it. Charge!
Okay, I know this is my fault, but come on! Get out of the way! Here it comes! Take this! You're done!
Is that really all you got? 'Cause I'm just getting started. It's time to bring the juice!
Freedom? What? Actually, never mind. I shouldn't get distracted.
You'll be mine next time, I swear it.
That was close, but I'm glad it's finally over. Yeah, looks like I spoke too soon.
Third wave, move in!
Cover me, please. I'm going in.
Of course. Apologies, Your Highness. And best of luck.
This doesn't look good for me.
Out of the way!
Oh dear. I'm feeling overmatched. I need you, Ignatz. I can't do this alone.
Wait, you need... I mean, yes. Let's go. I can only do what I can.
You're done!
Nothing's tougher than a battle-hardened mercenary.
Knock it off! I'm just a defenseless little girl. I told you to leave me alone, jerk!
Make sure to protect me, Hubert.
We'll be behind you, so be sure to take cover whenever appropriate.
Have some mischievous aim in coming here? Is that merely my imagination?
You will trouble Lady Edelgard no longer. I'll never be able to show my face around Lady Edelgard again.
March into our battle and proceed to cut us all down like
Looks like it's down to us. Shall we?
Yes, let's. It will be good for the three of us to work together.
Indeed. Let's go. No need for us to hold back, right, Edelgard?
Not sure it will make a difference, but yes, let's give this foe everything we have. These people seem quite serious for a mock battle.
Here it comes! Take this! You're done!
Is that all you got?
Joy to put my skills as a warrior to the test. The stronger the opponent, the better.
Yeah, I'd actually be fine with a weaker one, but you do you.
Here it comes! Take this! You're done!
Look out, there's a monster right behind you. Hey, it was worth a shot.
Knock it off, Claw.
Here it comes! Take this! You're done!
Is that all you got?
Our impromptu alliance is going quite well. Whether it's enough to win is another story.
It's not like you to despair. We need all of us at our best. We're to emerge victorious.
Don't worry, Dimitri. I'll hold nothing back.
just
Just like I thought. I'm no match for you in straight-up combat.
It's been a long time since I've had such a thrilling battle.
Here it comes!
You're done! I hadn't realized the extent of your power.
Out of the way! Here it comes! Take this! You're done!
Didn't hurt. That's it for the golden deer.
The Black Eagles must admit defeat.
Two lions are defeated. Well done.
The three of them together were a sight to behold.
Is it really okay that I won? I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble for this later.
I hate to say it, but you really showed us what's what out there.
I wasn't certain what would happen when you arrived, but you gave us as much as we could handle. It proved to be a fine test for us all.
Still, 3 houses laid to waste single-handedly. I hope word of this doesn't get out, or we'll never be able to show our faces again. You seem terribly powerful for a simple mercenary. Is there more to you than meets the eye?
Not that I know of. I'm just your run-of-the-mill sellsword. But I've been swinging a sword for as long as I can remember, so I guess I've got a trick or 3 up my sleeve that you weren't ready for. Honestly, it would have been kinda sad if I couldn't hold my own against a couple of academy kids.
We are not some amateurs fresh from the classroom. All 3 of us have experienced the horrors of live combat, yet you still outclassed us. So please do not downplay your skills. It only adds to our embarrassment.
Yeah, it's sort of shocking that the 3 of us together couldn't put up more of a fight. Maybe we should try to develop better chemistry. There might come a time when we're forced to band together in a real battle after all.
You say that like you know something we don't. What could the Empire, Kingdom, and Alliance do together? Take on Almyra's main force, perhaps?
It's purely hypothetical, I promise. Still, what's wrong with the idea? Don't you have any interest in fostering friendship between our regions?
I didn't say I was opposed to the idea.
Nor I. In truth, it would be good for us to be able to work together effectively.
You all seem to get along just fine, but I get the feeling you secretly hate each other.
Honestly, we barely even know each other. The whole hating part of the relationship is probably still a ways off.
Indeed. The 3 of us have hardly had time to exchange pleasantries, much less grow acquainted with one another.
Well, I'm gonna keep my sunny disposition and assume we'll all end up the best of friends. Speaking of, I think this is the perfect opportunity for a little celebration. Let's all sit down for a meal together without any of that messy house or allegiance stuff to complicate it.
That's a fine idea. In fact, I think we should come together in that fashion on a more consistent basis. I'm sure the monastery staff wouldn't mind, so long as our fate doesn't get too out of hand.
I can get behind that idea. But before we depart, there is one other matter that needs to be settled. I imagine people will be asking you for an explanation of what happened here today. I think we should come up with a cover story.
Fair enough.
Now this will be a true test for our fledgling alliance. I didn't expect it to come so soon, but here we are.
Hopefully we'll be more coordinated than we were in the battle against our friend here.
My, this is fascinating. All three of them seem to have their own little secrets tucked away beneath their amicable dispositions. But they're right about one thing. If they can remain on friendly terms, peace is all but assured. Who, me?
Reporting for duty.
The fight starts now.
I'll defend this place to my last.
We're at a disadvantage here, so...
Let's try this. Let's see.
Don't get reckless.
Let's try this.
Take it down.
Tastes more bitter than blackest coffee.
Get down in one fell swoop. Let's try this.
Hate to lose this stronghold. Here it comes! You're done! Don't mind if I do.
I would be lost if I were to die here.
On to the next one.
You're always bailing me out. I hope to return the favor someday.
How can I face my comrades after this?
Out of the way! Take this! Time to get going. The stronghold's ours. Here it comes! Take this! You're done! This is just the beginning.
That's what you're really capable of? My heart's pounding.
pushing us back. We'll lose our chance if we don't find some way to retain.
Too easy.
You always manage to motivate me.
Gatekeepers, showing them to retreat is a vital. Strategy.
Won't lose, no matter what.
This is just the beginning.
Nothing beats seeing your kids all thrown up and down.
I don't know how we held them off, but we did.
Hey, thanks for your help back there.
What did I do?
You helped get everyone on the same page. I appreciated the backup.
It would have ended up like that even if I didn't say a word. Like I said, we're all turning into you.
Yeah, I still don't know what to think about that. But if it's true, then you probably deserve the credit. You've done a lot to keep our little team unified.
I don't know if I've really done all that much. If anyone should be grateful, it's me. If I ended up on someone else's side, I'm sure people would have gotten all suspicious about my powers. They'd probably think I was their enemy. But here, I'm just part of the team. You all really make me feel like I belong.
I get that. I felt like an outsider my entire life. But our friends are a pretty open-minded bunch. They even accepted Nadera with open arms. That's exactly the sort of world I dream of. A world where nobody is branded an outsider. Where anyone and everyone is welcome.
Life would be a whole lot easier if that's really what Fodlan was like.
But the church preaches a very different vision. They use social status to justify prejudice and have no tolerance for those who come from anywhere else, or who don't believe in their teachings. There's good there too, of course, but I want to wipe the slate clean and start over. It's ambitious, to be sure, but can I count on you to continue fighting by my side? To help me make my dream a reality?
Absolutely. At least until the war's over.
Wait, that's it? You're just gonna up and leave as soon as the fighting's done?
Who knows?
Alright, I'll leave it for now. But don't think you're off the hook. We'll pick this up again when the time comes. Anyway, we should press on. I'm sure Edelgard is awaiting our arrival with bated breath.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
The fight starts now.
We've got no hope of... I've got winning, so we need to make a run for it. Everyone fall back. We're at a disadvantage here, so don't get reckless.
Please find it in your heart to help me.
Leave it to me. I'll lend you a hand.
Let's try this.
I'm unstoppable. Sterling work.
Is that all we've got?
That went perfectly! All thanks to me, of course. We can skip my turn. Yeah, let's do this. I'll back you up.
Take a breather.
This place won't be a problem anymore. My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
As long as you fight by my side, I don't care who you really are.
Don't mind if I do.
Still improving.
You always manage to motivate me.
Retreat!
I don't know how long I can hold out. Help me, please.
Our time has finally come.
We're here to help!
Stand down!
This is just the beginning.
Nothing beats seeing you kids all grown up and gallant. Out of my way!
We should be safe now. Well done, everyone.
What if we did this?
Wait a moment.
Hey!
I see.
The fight starts now.
Aww.
No problem. I got it.
Off.
Yeah, I'll give it everything I've got.
Standing and watching. Leave it to me. It's not over.
Sorry. This will help secure our victory. I won't let your lives be wasted.
You're the cream of the cream.
Gotcha! That takes care of that.
Let's see what we can do.
We can skip my
Take a breather.
Hurry up and help me, you
Changing
fools.
places. Final bow. Now leave. Take a breather.
I simply cannot thank you enough.
Let's try this. Time to make a name for ourselves. Go ahead and blame me if you want. But no one stands in the way of my goals.
Wow! I can't take my eyes off you!
The wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Nothing to report. Well, except that we won.
Let's earn our keep.
They got captured? Fine, I'll go save the day.
We've got an uphill battle ahead of us.
My apologies, but we require immediate support.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Nice.
Don't mind if I do.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Face my comrades after this. Wounds are severe. I have to fall back. Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Right on.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
The stronghold's ours.
Nice. Leave it to me. I'll lend you a...
Let's try this. I'd better back.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, let's do this.
Retreat!
The sweet smell of success.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
We've got a strong hold on this stronghold.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
Nothing beats seeing you kids all grown up and gallant.
Here it comes! Out of the way! You're done!
So glad we made it there in time.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Let's earn our keep.
I'll defend this place to my last.
We have to turn this around.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Happy to help.
Looks like that's it for us.
Here we go.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry. This is nothing. This battle will
Not a problem.
make a fine stage for my debut.
Time to get going.
I'm dragging the others down.
This stronghold will fall.
This is it. Here we go. Nothing to report. We've got a strong hold on this stronghold.
I might have a problem.
I'm not alone in this fight.
Keep it up.
What's next?
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
Looks like that's it for us. You know what they say about playing with fire.
Hooray! The sweet smell of success.
This is all my fault.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
I take no pleasure in this fight, and neither will you.
Let's do this! Look at me go! have to do something fast. I know you'll make good use of this place.
Out of the way!
Even a guy like me has a few things worth fighting for.
I spy a gate that needs guarding. May I? Nice hits.
Phew. We managed to hold out. We should be safe for a while.
Let's earn our keep. I'll do what I've got to do. That's it. I'll give it everything I got.
Dragging the others down.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
You will afford defeat here.
This looks like a sticky situation. You have to be careful.
All would be lost if I were to die.
I'm unstoppable.
You're the cream of the cream.
Is that all we've got?
Okay, what's next? next one, too, if I just stay focused. The fight starts now.
I guess I can put in a little work.
No do-overs here. Keep that guard up. Leave it to me.
Yeah, let's do this.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
Reporting success.
You're done!
That went perfectly. All thanks to me, of course.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
Time to make a name for ourselves. Still fight. I'll win the next one too, if I just stay focused.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
The fight starts now.
We can't lose this battle, no matter what. Give it your all, everyone.
Yeah, we can win this. I got a real fight on our hands. Don't mind if I do.
feel sorry for them.
Bend the knee. All would be lost if I were to die here.
I'm unstoppable.
You always manage to motivate me.
You shall pay for this. You hear? Here it comes. You're done. This victory belongs to all of us.
Right?
Let's see.
Let's earn our keep.
I'll never let the enemy win. Yeah, we can win this.
I gotta fall back.
This is all my fault.
Time to get going.
We've got a strong hold on this stronghold. Nothing to report.
Oh, please.
Not quite.
Nice.
Tastes more bitter than blackest coffee.
I know you'll make good use of this place. Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy. That one was a toughie.
Go you!
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy. I spy a gate that needs guarding. May I?
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
Looks to be a rather troublesome lot.
Looks like we got a live one. Time to get in there and fight.
No problem.
We can
I
go
got
no
it.
further. Retreat at once.
Whew. I got it done.
Nice one.
Take your final bow. Now leave! I knew we'd pull out the win.
Greetings.
My muscles will see me through.
There's no time to waste.
Let's earn our keep.
Aww.
But I don't wait to
It's my turn, you know.
Yeah, we can win this.
We're not losing to anyone!
This victory moves us closer to our desired future.
Hey there. Need something? See you around.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? See you around.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? 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 See you around.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? See you around.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
Uh-huh. Well, if you're sure, I promise I'll take good care of it. I want you to have this. It means a lot to me.
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair. Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share. Excuse me.
Time to work you into shape.
Training can be the difference. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Claude, there's something I need to discuss with you.
Sure, but keep it short. I know I don't look it, but I'm actually pretty busy here.
Are you making light of how I usually respond to your requests?
Hey, don't be like that. It's just a joke. We can talk for hours if you want. I've got all the time in the world.
There's no need. I'm simply passing on a message from my father.
Count Ordelia, huh? Go ahead. I'm all ears. I guess it's no surprise he has a word or two to say to the king. I mean, first the Imperial invasion, now all this unrest sweeping across the land. None of this would have happened if I'd just kept a closer eye on those who slither in the dark.
Hold on. I think you have the wrong idea. My father doesn't want to complain to you. He'd actually like to thank you for bringing the fight with the kingdom to an end, and for rushing to quell the chaos in our territories. He also said he's willing to offer his full cooperation with any of your Majesty's policy proposals. All you need to do is say the word.
I appreciate that. His broad-mindedness has always proven a great help.
Then consider my message delivered. But please, don't put more of a burden on him than necessary. Anxiety has tormented his mind for years now, and he's recently started finding his body less and less willing to cooperate with his brain.
So I've heard. Don't worry, I won't ask any more of him than what's absolutely essential.
Thanks, Claude. I'll do the work of 100 others in my father's place.
Hey, slow down there. You already do too much as it is. Piling more on top of that is just gonna crush you.
And yet, I need to do it all the same. I can't let myself fall behind the other Lester nobles. Most importantly, I need to put an end to this war, so I can start thinking about how to bring peace and stability back to House Ordelia's territory.
I get where you're coming from, but everyone needs a break now and then. Your body's probably screaming at you to get some rest.
I'm all right. While it's true my lifespan is slated to be short, it's not like I'm gonna just drop dead out of the blue. I'm just as healthy as I've ever been, I assure you.
You look fine enough, sure. But there's something lingering beneath the surface weighing you down, isn't there? Something the rest of us can't see. Your body's bound to give out if you keep pushing your limits without taking some time to recuperate.
But...
Listen, my Cynthia, I want this war to end just as fast as you do. And once it does, I'm going to settle the score with those who slither in the dark. In other words, it's in your best interest to stick with me. So consider this an order from your king. Stop fighting like you don't have a tomorrow to live for. I mean, I'm still going to need plenty of help once the war is over. I can't have you kicking the bucket before the real fun starts, okay?
Understood. If it's an order from His Majesty himself, I guess I don't have much of a choice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I know I don't look it, but I'm actually pretty busy here.
Does she really understand, though? At any rate, I'd better put this war to bed as soon as possible.
Once again, I have accomplished a most triumphant feat. Behold, my awe-inspiring talent! From these hands is new magic born! But I mustn't rest on my laurels quite yet. Nay, I must aim for ever more spectacular heights!
Hey, Constance, you got a second?
Claude, of all people, you may enter.
Up to some of your old experiments, huh? Perfect timing.
How dare you speak of me as though I am some non-entity to be slotted into your schedule?
Whoa, okay. Hang on. I just heard you were researching some interesting magic.
Ha ha ha! You have heard correctly! I have created a new spell which can affect both the style and length of one's hair! There is no questioning, this heralds a revolution that will sweep all of Fodlan!
Revolutions aside, that sounds like an incredible spell. Care to give me a little demonstration? This is great. If I can change my hairstyle at will, I'll be able to slip out of all kinds of sticky situations.
Of course! And you shall be my first test subject!
Your first? Hold on. This idea's not sounding quite so clever anymore.
Take this!
Did it work?
Beyond my wildest imaginings! Why, your hair is now more resplendent than ever!
I appreciate the sentiment, but I still don't know... Wait, why is my head hard? Ow! It's so sharp it hurt my hand. I really don't think this hairstyle's gonna catch on. I look like an angry cat that fell into a bathtub.
And now you know what it means to be ahead of your time. Unconventional though it may be, your hairstyle is objectively flawless.
This isn't exactly ideal for keeping a low profile. I couldn't even wear a hat without tearing right through the thing.
Inconceivable! You are given the rare honor of being the subject of my magic, yet all you can think to do is whinge and complain. If that is to be your response, why did you rush to my side the moment I completed the experiment?
Yeah, I guess things turned out a bit differently than I'd been led to believe. Still, it is some pretty incredible magic. I doubt anyone else could even come close.
You sound as though you're consoling me, yet I have not failed in the slightest.
No, I'm not calling it a failure per se. It's just that the applications might be rather,
You will come to rue those words.
The situation is grim. The Kingdom Army and the Knights of Seiros have the monastery completely surrounded.
And Rhea?
She's here. Looks like she's commanding the Knights of Seiros herself.
With her leading the charge, the Knights' morale must be through the roof. Looks like your guess was right on the mark, Lawrence.
Indeed. If anything, Edelgard's predicament is even more dire than I imagined.
If you're sure you want to rescue her, we'll have to move quickly, Your Majesty.
Right. Let's go, everyone. Time to save the day.
Allow me to aid you in battle.
There's no time to waste.
I owe you one. Honestly, it almost feels like you held back till I needed help.
Far be it for me to say that you're wrong. Being owed a favor by the Emperor herself is...
Well then, I guess we can call it even. But don't close your ledger just yet, Claude.
My quill is at the ready, Edelgard. Call in all the favors you want. Ready, you guys? It's time we show them just what Lester can do in a fight!
I will go ahead to put a stop to Dimitri and Rhea. I am counting on your support, Claude.
Well, we've come this far. We're not about to stop now.
You know, we could make good use of those Ballistian catapults.
The enemy forces are too great. But I can at least serve as a decoy for Her Majesty.
Monica is in danger. Do not worry about me. You must attend to her.
I have sworn my life to Her Majesty, and I would do it again!
Our own base will be in peril if Monica is defeated.
We've come to rescue you. Are you alright?
Nothing to report!
You have my thanks. Now let us push back the enemy.
Let's do this!
You saved my life. Thank you, friends of Her Majesty.
I so desperately want to flee, but I can't very well do that with Her Majesty here.
So that's the Empire's Minister of Religious Affairs. He heads up the Southern Church now. If he's in trouble, we should go help.
I'm not alone in this fight.
Excellent work.
Is Her Majesty all right? Do tell her I've been fighting valiantly. Where is Her Majesty? I would like to fight by her side, if possible.
opportunity will not escape us!
They are burning Carrot Moss. That's a bold move, Dimitri.
Ah, yes, the old set it on fire strategy. We should put that out before things get messy.
I think we've got some combat engineers on standby. Maybe they could deal with all this fire stuff?
We did it! That should take care of all the enemy commanders around here.
All right, engineers, you're up. Don't let them start another fire.
What? The wall collapsed. Did someone intentionally do this?
Our path is blocked? We need to find another route and catch up with Edelgard.
There you are, Edelgard. Your life is mine!
Edelgard is under attack. We must defend her.
Let's do this!
No problem, I got it. Take your final bow. Now leave!
Leave it to me. Happy to help.
I cannot let it end here.
Lady Edelgard's wounds need tending to. We should send our healers.
I am in your debt.
This is perfect. Now I can avenge the Margrave as well. Adrestia, Lester, none of this would have happened if it weren't for you.
can't go on. I'm sorry. I have to fall back.
Excellent. Continue defending the Emperor.
Take a breather.
Ugh, there's no way through.
There she is. Ignite the flames once more. They will know how deeply our rage burns.
Well, it seems the enemy attacked them. We won't be setting any more fires.
Yeah? Well, they were unlikely to fall for the same trick twice. Time for our next plan, then.
I'll relieve you.
No time to slow down.
Many small victories make for one great step.
You got that many already? You're seriously strong.
Forgive me.
I will end you.
Dimitri's most loyal retained him. They must be getting closer.
As long as I stand, you will not lay a finger on His Majesty. No matter what! I would sooner fight to the end, but that would bring great pain to His Majesty.
Now eliminate Dimitri and force the kingdom troops to retreat. We have gained control of Garrigmach's entrance. I'll take up position here and stop the enemy from invading.
I cannot allow you to do this alone, Your Majesty. Please, permit me to fight alongside you.
I've long awaited this day. Hey, Edelgard. Your tyranny ends here.
I'll relieve you. Oh, this is not good. We can't let Edelgard die.
We must seize this opportunity while the Kingdom army is engaged. Quickly, capture the front gate of the monastery.
I should have known she wouldn't let this opportunity. Slip by. Get on over to Garrigmach.
She popped up out of nowhere. Is there another secret path we don't know about?
Well, couldn't hurt.
The Kingdom Cavalry and the Church are launching an attack on our strongholds.
No matter how many years pass, you people will always be little more than fools. Return the land you stole from us!
I've no reason to hold back before the enemy of the Margrave and my people.
Right, right. But on the other hand, it'd really make my day if you withdrew. No?
Garreg Mach is certainly a strategic location, but is it truly essential to the kingdom?
Perhaps. If we control this land, we will be in a better position to ward off your invasions. Yes.
Out of the way! My goodness. We defended the strongholds.
Yeah. Sorry, but I think I'd rather fight you instead.
I will correct the mistake I made when I took you in, by ending your life. Garreg Mach is our church's most sacred site. We must reclaim it.
This way, they'll overrun the monastery.
You shall face retribution for violating this sacred ground.
This is our chance to take out the Archbishop. We must not let it pass us by.
I tried, Your Majesty. Forgive me.
No, they've invaded Garreg Mach. We have no choice but to retreat for now.
Scott, take it. Breather.
She popped up out of nowhere. Is there another secret path we don't know about?
Here it comes! Out of the way! You're done!
The Kingdom Cavalry and the Church are launching an attack on our strongholds.
No matter how many years pass, you people will always be little more than fools. Return the land you stole from us! Attack as one!
Out of the way! You're done!
Seems the opportunity has slipped through our fingers. But we shall return. Next time you will not be so fortunate.
We managed to hold out, but Rhea got away.
My goodness. We defended the strongholds.
Out you go!
No problem, I got it.
I've no reason to hold back before the enemy of the Margrave and my people.
Right, right. But on the other hand, it'd really make my day if you withdrew. No?
Nothing to report!
If the Church has withdrawn, then we need not risk our lives any longer.
And just like that, a full retreat? Not that I'm complaining, mind you. This war won't end until Rhea's dead. Get ready for a chase, everyone.
Well, would you look at that? We won.
Thanks to you.
Actually, I'd say you pulled most of the weight. The kingdom and the church had a ton of grizzled warriors on their side. We would have been in real trouble without you and your mercenaries.
You were pretty impressive yourself. You barely even broke a sweat out there. I appreciate the compliment, though. I'm glad we got the chance to team up like this.
Me too. The war's not over yet, though. I'm hoping you'll stick around to the end.
Of course.
The Ashen Demon has proved a greater asset than we could have ever imagined. You must be relieved to see your gamble pay off. If nothing else, I'll be a lot less busy as your partner in destiny going forward. What a thing to imagine.
More fight.
Thank you, Claude. I owe you a great debt.
Yeah, we really saved your skin. Though I'm sure you would have preferred to have us in your debt instead. Must really chafe having the shoe on the other foot.
And what is that supposed to mean? If all you plan to do is mock me, then perhaps I'll not honor the debt after all.
Hey, it was just a joke. Just something Lawrence said. Nothing for your Imperial Majesty to worry about. Jokes aside, do you have a minute? Eager as I am to get back out there and chase down our enemies, we need to talk.
If you insist. What is it?
Right now, the Federation and the Empire are fighting together against the Kingdom. But honestly, I have no desire to see Fargus in ruins. I'm only after the Central Church.
At this point, though, wouldn't you say the two are one and the same?
I'm not so sure. When Dimitri decided to grant sanctuary to the Central Church, he really wasn't in any position to refuse. If he had, the chaos that ensued would have torn Fargus apart. But what if things are adding up differently now? It's clear the war will drag on so long as he continues to shelter them. Besides, the Federation's Eastern Church and the Empire's Southern Church are both operating independent of Rhea's influence. The Central Church must be looking like a pretty heavy burden to Dimitri right about now.
Perhaps, but the Archbishop has far more influence in Fargus than anywhere else. Even if Dimitri has changed his mind, I doubt those around him would be open to the idea. The fact remains that the Kingdom has yet to show any sign of severing ties with the Central Church. They stand beside them even now.
This is just a theory. Well, actually, it's more like wild speculation. But what if the reason Dimitri tried to take Garrick Mach was because he wanted to distance himself from the Church? By facilitating Rhea's return to Garrick Mach, he could be trying to set the stage to break away.
That's an interesting theory. Do you have any evidence to support it?
Not really, but that's the impression I got when I saw Dimitri on the battlefield. To be honest, it didn't even occur to me before now. We were so determined to take down Rhea in that battle, we never spared a thought for Dimitri's motivations.
I see. Had it occurred to you sooner, you would have had quite the decision to make. About whether to leave me for dead, I mean. After all, if the Central Church was really leaving the Kingdom to return here, abandoning me would have been the expedient choice.
Oh, come on, Edelgard. Sure, we've had our differences, but that doesn't mean I want you dead.
I'm happy to hear you say that, even if it is a lie.
You wound me. It's the honest truth, from the bottom of my heart.
So you say. No matter, you should continue to do as you see fit. And I will do all I can to bring this war to an end.
Sounds like a plan. Let's end this war. Right now, that's all that matters.
The Kingdom Army and the Church's forces have withdrawn and are fleeing north. The mercenaries are already in pursuit.
And the Federation army will join in the chase. Give the order to the rest of the troops.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I've got a pretty good guess as to which mercenaries are leading the hunt. I'd better pick up the pace. Edelgard, if you'll excuse me.
I assure you, Claude, we will not be far behind.
The Federation army is going to beat us to the punch. We should give chase as well.
I agree. Send a fifth of our army to pursue them. I will accompany them myself. Dispatch half of the remaining forces to the Western Front, and assign the other half to defend and repair the monastery.
Only a fifth? Are you sure that will be enough?
There's nothing to worry about. With the Federation army present, our hands will be tied regardless. Besides, if we neglect to leave the monastery sufficiently guarded, I fear I'll never hear the end of it from Count Varley.
Did we lose them? I was hoping we could at least tell our allies where they went. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking how the time has finally come.